trip on the Carnival Firenze. We are coming to you from a very balmy Phoenix, Arizona, where it should hit around 110 degrees today. But we are here pretty much to kind of recap our trip. We look forward to hearing hopefully some questions and comments from you all so we can report back to you even once again. But I think we're just going to start with some do's and don'ts, some of the things we loved or maybe didn't love so much. But we're going to start kind of with when we arrived in Long Beach. I think that's a good place to start today. All right, so starting on our day in Long Beach, we flew in from Phoenix, so it was a nice easy flight, took just about an hour, so that was amazing. And then it was really easy. Long Beach Airport is so small and quaint. We got a lift within 10 minutes, and then we arrived at the Queen Mary probably within about 20-25 minutes, so nice and easy. We were there pretty early in the day, so we couldn't check in right away, but we were able to leave our luggage and then immediately just get some breakfast and then start exploring the Queen Mary. And the best part about staying at the Queen Mary is it is so rich in history. We literally spent the entire day exploring the different parts of the ship, from the engine room to the dining venues to actually the most haunted room on the Queen Mary. So those of you that might not be familiar, the ship is considered to be haunted, so that makes the stay kind of interesting and fun. You can take tours that are offered through just people that work for the Queen Mary, or you can do what we did and do more of a self-guided, bottom to top exploration, which was amazing.
Yeah, I think it's just like a good way to start your vacation, because not only that, but like we're going on the panorama in a few weeks, and since we were there the day before, we got to see the panorama there, so you may even see another cruise ship there, see them sail away. It'll get you kind of excited for your own trip. And then just kind of like bumping into that following day, it's just really nice to have that access again. I mean, you're right there, and they do offer like golf cart and like luggage carrying to the ship if you need that, if you can't walk over there yourself, which I thought was really cool. And then it's literally you're right there, 5-minute walk if that, and
not even.
It's just a really easy access, which I think was really good.
Yeah, you cross the parking lot and then you are in line to board.
Yep.
And then as far as the boarding process, I think that's something else we can cover. We had heard some mixed reviews that Long Beach, particularly with the Firenze being a new ship, we heard kind of horror stories about the embarkation process. Our ship was delayed by about an hour, which Carnival does let you know the day before. Just be sure to be monitoring your email, or once you're in range, just the Hub app for any information. I think we were in line initially, maybe 10 to 15 minutes. We were platinum this time and able to go through a platinum line, but the normal line seemed to be moving just as quickly. Due to the delay, we did sit in a waiting area for maybe 45 minutes.
It was probably a little bit, but I mean,
but at that
kept
point,
us updated too. Like they keep
did.
like making announcements saying like, sorry for the delay, like your vacation's almost here, just like be patient with us. So I think it was good that, I mean, obviously it sucks waiting when you want to be getting on the ship and stuff, but good on Carnival's behalf for that day before communication, letting us know it's going to be delayed, and then just once you're in the port waiting, I think it was pretty good. But
it's all what you make it too, right?
Exactly.
I mean, we met some fun people while we were waiting, because everyone's just as excited as you are, and you can kind of trade stories with people, and then when it's time to board, you're just more excited.
And kind of going off of that too, one of our first like don'ts is definitely go like at your assigned boarding time. Don't try to go before, especially if there is a delay, because you could tell that was like the little bit of crowdedness that I noticed, is that maybe it was people that didn't check their email or did check the email and just kind of like disregarded the fact that they needed to come an hour later than their initial boarding time, and they were trying to build separate lines, and some people were getting frustrated. But at the end of the day, just go at the time that you booked, or if they delayed an hour, go an hour later. Just don't try to go earlier, don't try to go super early, because they're not going to let you on.
Wait,
you have to just wait your turn. You're going to get there. The cruise ship will be there, the food will be there, everything will be there. So definitely just go right when you're told to go.
That being said, hopefully most of you know that when you do check in with Carnival, be watching that date on your hub, because we checked in, you know, at midnight on the day that we were allowed to check in, and that's how you can typically get that 10, 10:30, 11 o'clock boarding time, and then you are just getting to the fun a little bit faster. So
All right,
let's start to cover some of the things we recommend doing once you're on board.
First do, no matter what, go to your muster station.
Yep.
Get it done, because
Get it
then
out of the
again,
way.
most of the time we've heard and we've seen it, like the bars will not serve you until they know that you've
Until it's
gone
done.
through the muster, because it's kind of like you have to go in person, but it is like an online check-in through them scanning your sail and sign card. So just be aware that if they scan your sail and sign card at a bar and they see that you haven't gone to your muster and gone through that process, that they will not serve you.
No drink
So
of the day.
be aware of
until
that.
Muster is done.
I think at the end of the day, it's just easier to get it done, because it's
And
less
it's so
busy when you
fast.
just go and get it done. It
Yeah.
takes literally 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And again, they're really nice. They get you through it quick. They know that you are awaiting
You're
a
ready.
vacation and you're ready to go, so they don't make you stay super long. So
Yeah.
that is my first recommendation, no matter what.
Yeah, and once that's out of the way, we know most people are kind of getting hungry at that point. So another one of our don'ts is maybe avoid just the buffet area, that really
Yes.
busy Lido area, just on that initial boarding time, because so many people kind of clog up that area, and you're talking long lines, lots of full tables. A lot of people still have some of their
Luggage,
bags
yeah,
with
if you
them, so
don't
the area
give it
just
to the
gets
concierge.
overcrowded. So just always remember there are so many other quick dining venues that are included with your cruise. We typically, depending on what ship we're on, like on the Firenze, where did we go first?
We did Guy's Burger first.
Oh yeah, so
And
that's one of our favorites.
That's our favorite. Like, that's
Mhm.
honestly, like, I would rather have a Guy's Burger than go to the buffet anyway. But they have that. They have on this ship, which is usually like a blue iguana, which is going to be Tomodoro on the Firenze. And then just another like tip. And I didn't really look into it as much on the Firenze, just because I was so interested in the ship itself rather than maybe the restaurant and dining stuff. But on some ships, you can get on in some of those specialty restaurants, like the Cucina del Capitano or something else. I don't know. One of the
Yeah.
other ones. I don't even know.
I'm trying to remember who offers on day one.
But there are, whatever, at the end of the day, some of those specialty restaurants will offer a free lunch option for guests on that first day right when you board. So if you're wanting to avoid that upcharge extra cost option for maybe a dinner at one of those specialty restaurants, maybe check on the Hub app or online through Facebook groups and ask if, hey, if we get on the ship, is this going to be open for a lunch, so that you do avoid those long lines at the buffet.
And this is a great time to hit that pizza line,
Yeah,
maybe the blue
definitely.
iguana
Yeah.
for like some tacos or a burrito. The deli always has some nice options.
Yeah,
So just try to find those spaces that aren't so crowded on day one.
Yep.
The next thing we usually do once we've gotten some lunch in us is we like to explore. That's part of why we cruise. We love seeing new
Yes.
ships. My recommendation is I love just going level by level. Maybe you're going to avoid the levels where staterooms are, especially at that point, because you typically can't access your room until about 1 or 1:30. So this is a great time to be walking around. The ship isn't as busy. If you like to take photographs, you can get some great pictures.
So yeah, if you check out that like day one boarding vlog, you'll see that we pretty much get on, we do our muster, and then we start exploring pretty much immediately. And you'll see like we did the Michelangelo dining room vlog and it was empty. We went to the Limelight Lounge and the theater and it was all empty. So if you are a travel content creator yourself, I definitely recommend. Or
And-
if you just want to see a less crowded ship, it's
Right.
definitely a great way to go
Yeah.
immediately when you get on.
Yeah, if you're not into exploring and you're that person that just wants to start your vacation, then just remember whatever you have on hand. If you're bringing in a backpack or
Yeah.
a little beach bag, if you know you want to hit the hot tubs right away, make sure that
Bring
swimsuit
a
is
bathing
packed.
suit,
Other things you might want to keep on hand besides the obvious, you will obviously have your passports, paperwork, identification, those types of things. But maybe have that sunscreen that you
Yeah.
need to start laying out by the pool. What else do we like to keep? You can always have an umbrella
I feel
or
like I
something
usually
like that if
bring, like,
there's bad weather.
a portable charger too.
Yep.
Because it is sometimes if you are waiting, then you sit on your phone until you get on the ship, and then all of a sudden your phone's dead, and you're wanting to record yourself at that moment when you're finally on the ship. So I'd recommend bringing a portable charger.
Yeah, any
things like
medications that you would typically need, just in case something does go wrong, if your luggage doesn't show up, which we've never had a problem with that, but sometimes there is a delay. On this ship. I don't think we did see our luggage until closer to like 4 o'clock in the evening. So if you really want an extra outfit for dinner or just an extra outfit for comfort purposes, make sure that's what you have handy in the bag that you keep with you.
Yep. All right, and also moving on to, it's not really a don't for us, it's just something that I specifically feel like I noticed, obviously on that departure and even on your embarkation days when you're finally over with your cruise, I noticed that whatever Carnival's calling their new smart elevators were always really, really busy. So they pretty much now, it's, when you walk into a normal elevator, you press the button to the floor that you want to go on. But on Carnival, on their newer ships, they're having you on the outside, like when you're waiting for the elevators, pressing what level you want to go to, and then they'll be labeled like A through F on both sides, and they'll tell you which letter elevator to go to. And apparently that is supposed to make the process a little faster. They're trying to spread people out a little bit more. But I found multiple times that we'd be pressing, we want to go to deck 5 and we're on deck 15 at the Serenity or something, and we'd press it and say, okay, go to A, and we'd sit there and we'd wait 5+ minutes, and there would be no elevator, and there would be a group of people kind of also waiting for that same elevator. They tried to space it out, and we'd all be sitting there and we'd look at each other and be like, where's the elevator? It took a long time. And I obviously understand there are some people that you just have to take the elevator, and it happens if you have mobility issues, things like that. I totally understand, but at the end of the day, I'm a stair girl. I recommend taking the stairs up whenever you can. It's good because, when you're on a cruise, you're probably going to be eating a lot, going to the buffet or something like that. And
burn the calories.
Burn the calories. Do the stairs whenever you can, especially when you're going down, because it's not as tiring.
Right.
So that would be my first thing that I kind of noticed, that the elevators were slightly slower than I would have thought, given it's supposed to be an upgraded version of the old ones. But at the end of the day, take the stairs if you can.
And I think if you really are dependent on those elevators, just be sure you've done your research and you understand how they work. As she mentioned, you need to select the floor you're going to, but you need to press that button for the amount of people in your party. So if you have 3 people with you, you need to be pressing that button 3 times. So
it's very confusing, and we definitely saw some of
some
people that you could tell didn't understand it, and they were struggling. They'd make jokes about it in the comedy club, and Joey, our cruise director, would make jokes about it of, dang, you people don't know how to use the elevators. And
so funny.
So definitely, if you're on one of the newer ships, I would watch a YouTube video, look it up, new cruise ship smart elevators, and it'll show you how to use them correctly. So let's see. Now we're kind of going to go off of just like what we saw, what we liked, what we thought was pretty interesting. I kind of want to start with what we kind of hit first. So on this ship, since it is the Italian style, it wasn't an original Carnival ship, it was a different cruise line first. Usually on Carnival ships, on that back side of, I'm not sure what deck it is, of the Havana bar, wherever that is on normal Carnival ships, it was a different theming and a different name. It was called the Moda Bar and Lounge. And I honestly found it really refreshing to see that different option. I think it was really modernized. We noticed like they have, I'll put some pictures of what we found in there as well, but there was different sections of different colored areas. Like they had like a red section with cool furniture, a blue section with cool furniture. And if you're a big picture person, again, it was really interesting to see like the various colors, different modernization, different artwork, things like that. I found it really pretty and refreshing to see something new other than that usual like turquoise tropical blue that you're finding in the Havana bar. In the area itself, it was really pretty. The few times we went, it was never super busy. Like maybe it gets busier kind of for the nightlife kind of thing when they start having live music. But if you go during the day, if you want just another sitting area before you go in that back section that obviously is only for certain guests in certain rooms. But just the sitting area before you go out to the back area, I'd say it's a nice little quiet area that's not as busy compared to other parts of the ships.
If you do want access to that additional pool area, which is lovely because they do have these kind of outdoor balcony areas, they have more hot tubs, and just a quieter pool option if maybe you're someone that doesn't want a lot of children around. It is an additional cost when booking.
Yep.
You know, everything's kind of tiered for like interior room versus balcony room versus a suite. But that was on this ship called the Terraza area. But if that's something you're interested in, just look on that Carnival website or call your cruise planner and you can get more information on that option.
Another like alternative area that I found that was really pretty for dining was the Michelangelo dining room.
Mm-hmm.
I walked in and I was blown away by how beautiful it was. I thought
It's
it was
gorgeous.
Definitely one of the nicer dining rooms we've dined in before.
Yeah,
With
it's
that
very
Italian style,
elegant.
it was very elegant.
A lot of like marbling, chandeliers, the big Michelangelo statue.
Yeah.
It was really a beautiful dining room. We did hear a lot of people saying they didn't like, was it the Medici?
Yeah, it's pretty much, so the Michelangelo's for the My Time dining
Correct.
option, so if you just are one of those people that doesn't want to go at a specific time every night, and that is what we did, and we got put in that Michelangelo, and we heard a lot of people discuss that the other dining room that was for like the specific 5:30 and
early and late dining.
it was actually not as nice.
Yeah,
So,
just not quite as glamorous.
Yeah.
I don't think it had the same openness and high ceilings
Yeah.
as the Michelangelo. But that again, it's preference. We like having the My Time and potentially being able to dine at different times each day depending on what is being offered for nightly entertainment.
Yeah.
Some people like that early or late dining because then you do get the same team of waiters every night, and it's kind of fun to get to know your waiters. You know, they really learn your likes and dislikes, they learn your names. I mean, we've become friends with some of our waiters in the past, and we love that piece too. We were lucky enough on this cruise, even though we did the My Time dining, we requested the same table area per night.
Same section.
So
you
we
could
did
go up
get
to the, what is it,
the maitre d'.
The maitre d', yep.
Mhm.
I went up to him first night and I said, hey, I really loved our waiters that we had tonight. Is there a way to recommend them nightly? And he was, again, super nice. Talked us through the process. Said, when you come in tomorrow, another do that's really recommended if you're not wanting to wait a super long time, through the Carnival Hub app now, you can check in for your My Time dining through the app. So say you're in the middle of getting ready and you check the app, it'll say that the My Time dining is a 60-minute wait before you can get a table, and you can say, oh, okay, I'm still getting ready.
Yeah.
You can check in right then and there, finish getting ready. If it takes 45 minutes, then you walk down.
Right.
And then all of a sudden it's been an hour and your table's ready. So I would definitely make sure you have the app, be aware of that with the My Time, because you don't want to be finally all dolled up, ready to go. You walk down there to check in, and it's
And now it's an hour
60-minute wait.
and you're
So
gonna miss the shows.
I would check every night, starting at 5 o'clock when they
Yeah.
open. I immediately start checking every little bit just to make sure if all of a sudden we decide we wanted to go eat, that we didn't have to wait a super long time. So I would recommend always check in first.
And do that for the Sea Day brunch as well.
Yep.
Because again, you're gonna be able to just wake up in your room, maybe have a cup of coffee in your room, and then you can head to the dining room once it is your time for brunch to begin.
Moving again through breakfast, now that we're on to brunch, we do have a don't, in my opinion, that I really did not enjoy. It was the breakfast shack. So that's going to be in the very back of the ship by the aft pool, right across on the other side of where the pizzeria place is. It's actually like 3 alternative things. So it starts the day as the breakfast shack, and then during the day it moves on to the chicken shack, which is not Shack's Big Chicken, just so everybody's aware. It's not the same thing as that.
But
so
similar.
Similar, but not the same. And then at the end of the day, it becomes the seafood shack, which is an upcharge restaurant, so be aware of that. But in the morning, it starts as a breakfast shack. I think it was just another alternative breakfast option that Carnival was trying to give to guests. And we kind of went in, since we also do YouTube videos, we watch other people's YouTube videos prior to going on cruises, and
they
a lot
warned
of people
us.
warned us, yes, that the breakfast shack, like, you don't expect a lot going in just because it is a quick grab and go kind of place, but people were mentioning that the food was kind of dry, it was kind of cold, you could tell it was sitting there a long time, probably because people don't realize it's there, so they make food and it sits there for an hour before you're actually getting to it and eating it.
Right.
And both of us found, like, she got a chicken on a biscuit, like a chicken piece on a biscuit, and I got, I think it was like a sausage, egg, and cheese on a biscuit, something like that, bacon, egg, and cheese on a biscuit, whatever. But the biscuits were both very
They were
dry.
pretty dry.
Like, it was pretty much like the biscuit was falling apart as we were biting into it.
Yeah.
So
I think one thing there that we didn't get to try was the made-to-order eggs and omelets. That might be a better
Yeah.
option because, I mean, the good thing is it's not as busy as the buffet. It is at the back of the ship, and I kind of love that view in the mornings.
Yeah. Especially when you're in port, because you get a cool view of all the
Right.
scenery and the other ships that are there.
So we didn't have luck with it. If any of you try it on your upcoming cruise, let us know because I know
They're always
Carnival.
changing.
I mean, they're always
They
making
take people's opinions.
improvements.
Yeah, definitely.
So hopefully that will improve soon.
Moving on to a breakfast option that we really love, that we kind of just randomly tried because we saw it and it wasn't super busy, is
Oh yeah.
the Tomodoro breakfast burritos, which I'm pretty sure
Okay.
is the same recipe as they would use on like a Blue Iguana on other
Right.
Carnival ships, but we just did a simple, it was like the Mexican style eggs, cheese, sausage, and the crispy hash browns, and I loved it. I thought it was a
That's
perfect
one of those,
shareable
like,
option.
you can't go
Yeah.
wrong. It's a breakfast burrito,
Yeah.
and then they have a variety of salsas
salsa bar.
and
Yeah.
sauces. So if you want to spice it up, if you want to add some extra toppings, you can kind of do that. Or it's a grab and go if you want to just grab it and then go, stake out your lounge chair for the day, or take something back to your family who might be sleeping late.
Yeah.
It's a great option.
And yeah, like I said, if you're people like us, like when we go on ships, we really like to try everything we can and really
Mhm.
get to try everything on the ship. And they're big burritos, so like we split
We
it,
shared
and I
it.
thought it was the perfect amount because then it's like if you want to try another thing later,
And
you're
a little
not
bit.
totally full. And yeah, we tried like 3 different salsas. They have cheese over there. They have all sorts of
Yeah,
stuff.
that's a
and
winner.
That's a winner for
They
me.
do
for sure.
the huevos rancheros
Yes.
also in the mornings, and that is another great option from the Blue Iguana.
And I'm sorry I don't remember, guys, but it's either our second day or third day. There is a review of the Tomodoro in there as well. So definitely go search one of those vlogs and try it. I'm sorry I
You'll
can't
see me
remember at
really
the top of the moment.
go into
but
that burrito.
we went-
You'll see how
we
much
went
we
to
like
town on
it.
the burrito. It was delicious. Definitely one of the favorite things I had on
Yeah.
that ship.
So you probably noticed that I'm holding these fun times. I am old school. I like the paper
Yes.
version of the fun times.
Agreed.
These are delivered to your stateroom each evening,
Yep.
telling you what's happening the following day. So you can kind of start planning the night before, but either keep these with you so you know when certain dining venues are open, what activities are happening throughout the day. If you're not old like me, you can just refer to your phone,
On the Hub
use
app,
that Carnival Hub app, because it is going to tell you, I mean, there is always something going on, from cornhole competitions to guess that groove to bingo.
Live entertainment always.
I mean, there is always something to do. You make your cruise what you want to make it, and these are going to help you, or that Hub app is going to help you. It is golden. It tells you just everything going on all day long, so use it.
Yes. Going off of kind of like the entertainment aspect, another, not really a don't, but just a recommendation from us is in the main theater, on some of the newer Carnival ships in general, on that very first level, on deck 4 of the theater, they've started doing just like rows of chairs across rather than that kind of like, you're just like a little above every person behind you, so that
Yeah,
if you
the
are stuck
staggered.
behind like a tall person, you're not trying to
Get a seat.
look around it. But on the newer ships, they stopped doing that for some reason, and it's literally just like chairs like these lined up side by side. So one, you're going to be really close to the party in front of you, or the party next to you if you're,
Right.
you
right.
know, it's a
Yeah,
busy show
we-
that's full. And
We like the balcony.
Yes,
You
totally.
can see everything. It's still that standard theater chair with your little armrest. You're gonna have a cup holder.
it sounds so simple, but yeah, like even on that main level, they don't have cup holders. So if they come around and they serve you drinks, I mean, just be prepared. You
We
hold
want
your
our-
drink
we
the
want our
whole
cup
time. You want the
holders.
cup holder for the drink. If you want to clap, you can't clap if
Oh.
you got a drink in your hand.
Gotta clap for
So-
that entertainment.
And I
team.
just found that honestly, the shows do get pretty busy, but I found that the first level was actually way more crowded than the upper level. So if you ended up doing a dining reservation or something, but you wanted to watch the first half of a show, I found that upper level on level 5 was a little easier to exit as well. So I would definitely recommend that, honestly. Over
and
the,
just see the shows.
see the shows.
I mean,
yes.
the entertainment team works so incredibly
Yes.
hard, and it's just so fun. I mean, with any cruise we go on, we just make the most of it. See a comedy show, see one of the musicals that they offer, go to bingo, go to Family Feud, go to Deal or No Deal. I mean,
Yeah, we randomly
have
went to
the
Deal or
fun.
No Deal.
Have
It
the
was
fun.
actually so fun, so I would definitely recommend that.
Mhm.
And then, this isn't really a do, it's just something that I thought was great, was our cruise director.
oh my gosh. We had Joey.
Oh my gosh.
He was awesome.
So great.
He just brings the energy.
Yes.
I mean, he likes to get other people involved. I don't know how, I mean, any cruise director, how they are not exhausted.
Yeah.
I mean, they just run all day long. And no matter what event, like this time, we had one day that was kind of cloudy, so we weren't out at the pool, and we went to the, what is it called? Fun Ashore.
Oh, fun ashore, fun aboard. It's
Yes,
like
they tell you
they
about
go over
the
shore
excursions,
excursions and they give
you can
out
win
like
prizes,
free
you
excursions,
get,
free
like,
dinners at
right.
one of the steakhouses on board. So
But he even made
You
that,
made that
fun.
fun,
That's not
which
something
isn't
we
even that
typically do
interesting.
because
Yeah.
we've been on a lot of cruises. We're familiar with the excursions, but we went in there and he was talking about Ensenada, which also some people have negative feelings about, but we loved it. We'll get there.
Yep.
But he made that fun. He every night
there was like
Yeah.
some sort of like party
Like
going on in
always a
the
deck
lobby
party
area and the
every
deck
night.
parties and
whether
he,
it's 80s, white night,
dancing.
Motown night, he is on the bar. Watch your drinks, people.
yeah,
Because if you're,
you're at
sitting
that
at the
main
bar,
lobby bar, he'll
he-
be dancing around all
we'll
night
try,
long.
We'll try to show a clip of
Yes.
it because he's hilarious. So shout out to him. Shout out to the Fun Squad.
Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh. I mean, I
again,
know, I don't know, Fun Squad you can't look specifically, but for cruise directors you can search like on Safari, like a specific cruise director or Carnival cruise directors like departure embarkation dates, and you
Yeah.
can see how long a specific cruise director is on a specific ship. So obviously we were on the Firenze just under maybe 2 weeks ago, and
Right.
so we'll probably still be there for a while since it's a brand new ship, but usually it's like 5-6 month intervals about that they're on the ship. So if you book a cruise now,
He'll be
you'll
there.
probably get Joey, and that'll be great. And then yeah,
you
just
should
keep
also
an eye out for.
book now because another favorite, right?
Oh, yes.
If you are a fan, or even if you're not a fan of the piano bar, go.
Oh my gosh.
On the Firenze, you will have Gilbert. He
Yep.
is
The best,
the best.
hands down.
So funny.
Hands down.
So talented. People come on cruises because they've had him on cruises in the past.
And they talk to him and they say, "Hey, dude, I'm going on a cruise on Carnival in 3 months. What ship are you gonna be on?"
And they follow
There
him.
was a guy at the main like area right where he plays, like on that front bar where he plays, and he was stood up every night and
Every
made
night.
everybody aware, like, I'm on this ship because of him. I'm here because of him. They were there every night for hours on hours. Even
Yeah.
we were there. I think every night, other than maybe the very first
Yeah.
night, because we were exploring so much. We ended up saying, "Oh, we were gonna go."
We spent a
do
lot of
something
time
else,
there.
and then we ended up at the piano bar every
Yeah.
night. Just I've never met
He
somebody
can
that.
play
Oh my
anything.
gosh.
It's not just your typical,
Sweet
Caroline.
Yep.
Bum, bum,
Journey,
bum.
all that. It's
I
like,
mean, anything. Current songs, older songs. I mean, if you let him hear something for even a minute, he can
you can
kind of
understand the
play it.
keys and find it. Yep.
And just another place where they just get everyone involved. I mean, we saw people there every single night. You end up meeting
You
people.
found like that
It's-
same
it's
crowd. We found
a
two guys
Carnival
from the
family.
bar on our flight back to Phoenix.
Yeah.
And we're like, "Oh, it's the piano bar guys that we met." So I
Yeah,
mean,
so super fun. Don't
super
miss
cool.
that.
Another entertainment group that we loved, and again, I don't know how long they will be there or what their
Mhm.
span is of time, but the Blue Moon group. It's a group,
They
it's a
were
guy and a
so
girl.
good,
They play in the
yeah.
Tuscan Lounge, they play in the main lobby area. So good, yet again. And
Yeah.
they really just played, again, various
lot of covers,
different cover songs of different genres.
She covered Midnight Train to Georgia, and it is one of the best versions of that song that I've ever heard.
Yep.
So they just really complimented each other.
And they again got
sang.
people involved. One of the
Yeah.
times we went, and they brought
brought
another
people
guy
up,
up
yeah.
to sing with them, and she'd
Yeah.
play her, what is it? You know, it's like the circuit thing, and it's almost like bells, but it's not. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what
She
to
doesn't
say
know.
here.
It's fine. But at the end of the day, I recommend them too. I mean, just look out for them. Did you not like that?
I did. So, okay. Now you know every night we listen to music. Let's cover dining room because I think we just want to make sure you know some of our favorite things that we ate in the dining
Oh yeah,
room.
for sure, definitely.
Like, what was your highlight?
Man, on that first night, I wrote it down because I knew I wouldn't remember the name. The pepperdelle pasta.
Oh, the pepperdelle.
It comes with like a creamy tomato sauce and it's got lamb in it. I don't have a picture of all my favorite things I ate, but I do have a picture of that, so I'll put that in there. Don't worry guys, I am not a lamb person. Like I've never even had lamb, I don't think, so I was a little worried, but
try new things.
So good.
This is why you
the
try new
opportunity
things.
to try new things is on cruises because
Yeah.
you're there, it's all included.
You see a little
so
something,
do it.
you know, get it for the table. If you all want to try a little piece of escargot because you've never tried it before, try that. First night, I really liked the wild rice soup. That was super awesome.
Was good too.
And then I think it was Emerald's option. They have a choice on the menu each night that's Emerald Lagasse. A lot of it's more seafood based. But on this particular night, I think it was the Cobb salad.
Oh yeah, that was good too.
And that was good,
Very
refreshing, and shareable. It's like a full size.
It's not like when you get the appetizer.
It's not like a little salad.
It's like an actual
bigger salad.
like big bowl of salad.
Yeah. Dessert wise, was that orange cake?
Oh
They
yeah,
have,
it was like a sugar-free orange cake on the
orange
first
cake.
night. Also, that was really good.
That was one of my favorite desserts.
And then you can't go wrong. If you've never cruised Carnival before, just know the
Melting
Carnival
cake.
chocolate melting cake is
Good.
If you don't like sweets, obviously no. But if you like sweets, man, that is probably one of my all-time. I literally go on Carnival, look. That's all I think about is
it's
that.
gooey. You get vanilla ice cream with it, but tip. A lot of people now are ordering the melting cake with either a side of peanut butter, if you're a peanut butter fan, you are not, or a side of strawberries. So you can kind of like
Make it a
mix it
little
in, make
fresher.
your own variation.
Yeah.
Make it healthy. Put the fruit on there. It's good.
It's fine. Another good thing that we both ate on the formal night was the it's
the
just like
sirloin.
the daily night strip
it's
loin
available
steak. They have
every
it
night.
every night. So if you don't like the stuff that they have, they always have like a grilled chicken option and a steak option. It was just that, and it came with like a side of, again, grilled vegetables, so you're getting something healthy that I thought were really flavorful.
Tip, don't be shy. If you see that something comes with veggies and maybe you're not a veggie person, you can ask for mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
You can ask for the fries that are offered on the kids menu or the mac and cheese that is offered on the kids menu. So if you're struggling in the dining room on a night or you have some picky eaters with you, don't be afraid to ask, because more than likely they will give you like a basic salad or something that you're just not seeing there if you're not feeling adventurous. So ask your servers, they are there to help you, and you're always going to find something that you enjoy.
Definitely. All right, let's see what's next on the list. Moving on to Ensenada, which we kind of talked about. She mentioned it. I mean, people really bash on that port.
We got
They
worried.
say they don't like it, and we are there, 4-day cruise, 2 port days, both in Ensenada. So we were like, well, shoot, hopefully we find something. Kind of booked a random excursion that we weren't super, like, informed about. Like, we didn't know anything about
Mexico and Margarita Madness, which was really more tequila madness.
Yeah, no.
I mean, there were margaritas.
The first part, if you watch it's labeled on our
watch
profile yet again. It's
so fun.
Ensenada Port Day 1, Taste of Mexico Margarita Madness. It's first part is a cooking class.
Well, no, bus tour.
Well, I guess bus tour from cruise port to the
they drag you
resort
through
where
like the center
Yep.
of Ensenada, like the downtown area, which was good because if potentially you're wanting to walk down there, it gave us an idea, like how far do we have to walk? What is available down there? Like, is it safe? I mean, we were 2 females traveling alone in Mexico, so it gave us like a good overview of if we wanted to go the next day, we could walk down there, like some easy restaurants to access. But it started with the bus tour, then it drives up through kind of a more mountainous part of Ensenada where all of the vineyards are located.
Yeah.
Maybe we can put a clip in.
Yeah, Ensenada's known for its wine, so we got to see all the vineyards, which was really pretty.
They had so many vineyards, and then the tour took us to, I think it's an up and coming resort slash bar
it's kind of random. We'll put a picture because I don't remember the name
like,
of it right now, but
it's like an alfresco dining area and cooking area where they offer classes and tastings, and it was beautiful.
Yep, so
And
we did that.
They were
and
so nice.
Everybody
and
was
friendly.
so nice. Oh
Our
my
guide
gosh.
was awesome. The woman that taught our cooking class, where we made guacamole, enchiladas, tostadas.
Our own salsa that we made as a group that people would go up individually and help the main chef that was teaching the class kind of like
and they are
crushing the
serving
tomatoes, slicing up the jalapeno.
margaritas during that time.
That is
so
the margarita
little
part.
frozen margaritas. They were yummy. They weren't super big. You can get a virgin option if you don't want or like alcohol.
Yeah.
And then following the cooking class, we did, at first there it was a mezcal tasting. I want to say they have you taste like 3, 4, 5.
I think it was 5.
It was probably 5.
was a
Also,
lot.
we ate grasshoppers.
Yeah, that was weird.
The first tasting, they
that's a
like,
don't for
gave
me.
you. I
That's-
was a dude. That's something you never do. It literally tasted like a peanut shell.
I didn't enjoy it, but it's fine. The mezcal took the taste away immediately.
Yes.
But I don't know. I thought that part was super interesting, and they do like a saying before each shot that you take, which I thought was cool. But then after that,
Salud.
take you away from the resort, take a tour back into the like main Ensenada downtown area, and then you hit another local tequila place. So we went there and we did again. I think it was probably what, like
It probably was
5
5
or
again.
6.
But
About
like you can take a full one, you can take a half one, you can pass
you
on
can
it
skip
altogether.
them. Like they had a coffee one.
You can do
and
whatever
I
you
don't
want.
like coffee, so I was just like, no, let's skip that one.
Yeah.
And honestly, again,
Bring
it was,
water. If
Yeah.
you go though. We did, thank goodness, because I don't think we were offered.
You weren't offered. I'm sure you could go up to the bar and ask if you
We
really
probably
needed
could've,
it, but
we just had our water bottles.
there was
and,
nobody that had
you
water,
know,
really.
you gotta mix it up.
But yeah, after that, then again, we kind of talked about it in the specific Ensenada vlog, but they take you after the second tequila tasting. You get about an hour in the downtown Ensenada area to shop, get your
Lots of
old
souvenirs,
shot glasses
yeah,
and your little
keychains,
keychains.
cute little
I got a magnet,
purse,
you know.
yeah,
But yeah,
postcards.
we're not gonna go super in depth just because.
But it was fun, and
It
again,
was
we met the best ladies.
Yes.
I mean, you gotta get out there. You gotta try things. I guess one tip I would suggest, especially if you're new to cruising, we did book this through Carnival.
Yeah. Totally.
Or like for us, it was a place we had never been to. We weren't as familiar with.
Yeah.
It's not a port that we've been to several times. So book through your cruise line, because that is guaranteeing you that the ship is going to wait for you, that you are safely going to arrive back in time.
Yeah, they pretty much explain it as it's like if you book through Carnival, if you get caught in traffic,
You're good
they
to go.
can call
They're
Carnival and
gonna
say,
wait.
"Hey, this is through Carnival, we're delayed." But if you go with a third party and you get
You don't
you
want to
get a flat tire,
pier
they have
runner.
no way of contacting Carnival and saying
Yeah.
that these guests
Yeah.
on this alternative excursion aren't going to be there. So
Yeah.
They
They
wait a little,
bit,
but at the
I
end of
mean,
the
they
day-
give you a time for a reason.
Yep.
Don't be a
Don't
pier
be that
runner.
guy.
Don't be on TikTok.
don't be that guy. Don't be that guy on TikTok that's getting
All right, what
bashed
else?
on for running back to the ship.
I know we're talking your ears off, but we'll cover a couple more things. We loved it. We just want to share it with you.
Oh yes, this is good for it's kind of a don't-ish kind of thing, but for like I said, 4-day cruise, 2 days in Ensenada. First day, obviously went hard in
Get out
Ensenada,
there.
did everything.
Right.
We got to see the town, we got to drive around and see like away from the town, all that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
since we had 2 days and we didn't want to spend more money on yet another excursion, we stayed on the ship, and I thought it was great.
If it's a
It-
place
if-
that you either know you don't like,
Or you just
maybe a
have 2
place
days
that
and
we
you don't want to feel
have
the
2
get it
days,
off. Yeah.
and you want the ship kind of to yourself. I
Totally.
mean, we could have ridden the water slide numerous times, the ropes course,
Basketball court was empty.
mini
which
golf.
never
I mean,
happens.
if you don't want lines, also we went to the Serenity deck, and it was even
It was,
more
like,
serene
so
than on a
It
normal
was
day.
so quiet.
I
I
mean,
loved it.
yeah, so it is another great time to just explore, get some things done that maybe have been a little too crowded, like leading up to this
Yeah.
day. So we just enjoyed kind of that quiet time and having access to everything without having to wait in line.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we said. I mean, she already said, enjoy the Serenity deck. If you're above 21, do it.
Oh, it's a great
Because
place.
it's just,
I
it's
always go
quiet.
there.
There's a nice, if you want something a little healthier, they have Fresh Creations in Serenity,
Yes.
which is like a build your own salad kind of thing.
Good.
They had multiple hot tubs. This one, I don't remember. Did it have a pool?
No,
No,
not on
that was
Firenze.
the only downfall is that the Firenze Serenity had no pool, but
Right.
usually it does on other
Still
Carnival ships.
relaxing.
But it honestly wasn't like super hot when we were there, so getting in the hot tub, it wasn't like a million degrees outside, and then you're also in a hot tub.
And
so
another
that
tip,
was nice.
usually if you're in the Serenity area, you're close to the Spa 9 area, and you have access to the saunas without an extra fee. So if you just want to get in there, get those toxins out, the sauna is included, or you can always book day passes to use the spa. So then you'll have on some ships the thalassotherapy pools, the like rock
It's like the rock
chairs
chairs,
that are
yeah,
just
super
super
comfy.
like good for your shoulders and
like
your back.
big old whirlpools and
Yeah,
stuff in
and then
there.
some of the steam rooms.
Yeah.
So do a spa pass or just enjoy those saunas.
All right, let's see. Really, I just have one more thing.
Okay.
And it doesn't really go with anything we were just talking about. We should have talked about this when we were talking about food. Is
You
the
can always go
El
back to
Mercado,
food.
which is yet
Oh, yeah.
another
Mhm.
included food option that is, I think, just specifically on the Firenze, maybe on the Venezia, I'm not sure, but on the Firenze it was another alternative food option. It was right above the Lido deck, so
Yeah,
pool
easy to
here,
get to.
right up, literally like half a flight of stairs, and it's right there. And they had sandwiches, like Italian style meatballs, hot dogs, another little one of those drink areas that has like the water, the tea, and the
Sure.
lemonade kind of thing.
Yeah.
And really, yeah, I mean, on a busy day, like guys during lunch and Blue Iguana too can
Busy.
both really be pretty busy, and you're waiting 5-10 minutes for a burger. But we went up there and it was like during the sail away party, I think actually that you went, and it was
Right. Yeah.
quick and easy, and again, picky eater option, plain old hot
I
dog.
know they
Can't go
had
wrong.
too, something we didn't have time to try, or we were just too full to try, a Sicilian chicken wrap that I heard is really good. So if you try that, or if you have another fun food that you tried, let us know in the comments, because we would love to hear all of your favorite things too.
Yeah, being in Phoenix, Long Beach is really accessible. So I mean, who knows? We might end up
Go
on the
again.
Firenze again.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I feel like,
So hot here that my phone actually overheated, so we had to move the phone
We are
forward a
also
little
hot.
bit in the shade. So if there's a change of
Do I
where
look
what we
different?
look like,
The
it's a little, the
angle?
angles
The
might be a
angles?
little different, got a little hot. But
maybe our next one we'll do inside.
yeah, maybe because it is a little hot.
So we left off, we were going to talk about La
Estrada, not Estrada, La
Strada,
La
which
Strada.
is like Guy's Pig and Anchor. So if you like barbecue, we're talking brisket, we're talking pulled pork, pulled chicken, collard greens, baked beans,
mac and cheese. If you're a mac
Yes,
and cheese person
they have
like me.
really
They have
good,
little salads too.
like grilled garlic bread on this
Oh,
one
yeah,
too,
that was
which
good.
was super good.
And I told her it's right next to what is called on this ship the Tuscan Lounge.
Yeah.
And we did a lot of trivia in there, so it was nice to like run out there and grab a quick bite to eat to like snack through trivia. So that was super nice.
And we have never won trivia. We're gonna win on our next trip.
We were actually really close. We did
Friends.
on this trip.
We
We did
should've
Friends
won
trivia. We
Friends.
did 2000s music, and that actually went really well too. I think we only got like 2 or 3 wrong, but you know, there's always those people that somehow
They haven't memorized.
get 100%.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like we should.
But yeah, overall, really great cruise.
Yeah.
I loved it. We're both like, we love Italian and Italian food, so it was nice to do that fun Italian style.
Oh yeah.
I thought the crew was really nice. People were bashing on the crew. Could you imagine?
Well, I think
They were saying that they were
people-
not like as interactive and stuff, but I
They
had
were.
no issues.
They
I
were
thought it was
so-
actually like better.
The fun
than
squad
other
was
people.
bringing the fun.
Even like our room steward and the dining room
Oh,
people. I
yeah.
mean, they knew our names.
So
They were
nice.
always like, they knew every night I came into the dining room and I wanted a lemonade and she wanted a Chardonnay. They knew every night.
Right.
I mean, they asked. They didn't just bring it, but
Yeah.
they always like, you want your lemonade, things like that. And they remembered everything, and
But
I
we
thought
love
it was all
Carnival,
so good.
and
Yeah.
now that we live a lot closer to LA,
Yeah.
I mean, we can drive there in just a few hours. We actually, our next cruise is coming soon in less
26
than,
days.
less than
Yes.
30 days. Yeah.
Yep.
We'll be on the Carnival Panorama, so we'll be doing some vlogs.
And that's
on
with
that
the whole
ship.
family
The
this
whole
time.
fam.
We've got husband, father of mine,
My
her husband,
her dad.
and then my
Happy
boyfriend.
Father's Day, by the way.
Yeah, my boyfriend is coming, and then
Yes.
my grandparents are coming,
parents.
our parents. So
we'll all be
we'll have
there.
a whole gang. I don't know how much
recording.
everybody will be involved. Who knows where everybody will be? But
Yeah.
we'll try to get a couple snippets
things
of everybody
together.
together, and
That's the fun. There's something for everyone.
and then with
so.
that, I mean, I'm gonna do another just like an overall cruise, like tips and tricks and things that I do. I'm gonna do a packing video,
Yeah.
seeing what I pack. So please, as always, we always watch people we like and we subscribe to the people that we love. We hope you feel the same about. I know it's my channel, but I mean both of us, because she's in
here.
everything. She's always here. She does have Instagram. Follow her at Sailing with Stacy.
Sailing with Stacy
And
on
then
Instagram.
same for me, Life of a Traveler for Instagram and
Life
TikTok.
of a traveler.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, please, if you like it, please like it. If you want to subscribe,
If you don't
'cause
like it, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry you didn't like it. We tried. No, but yeah, subscribe please, because we're gonna have more content coming, and please, ask us any questions,
send
because
us questions.
whether we know or we don't have an answer, we will find
We'll
it.
find
for you,
it.
because we love researching, we love
Yeah.
cruising, we
That's
love to
all we do.
inform people, because it is a lot traveling, and we always want people to know what they're doing and to come prepared. So yeah, but thank you for watching. Please sail on the Carnival Firenze, because it is absolutely
You'll love it.
amazing, and we will see you guys soon.
See ya.